What's happening, Taurus? Thanks for joining me. Andy here. Let's do some tarot, 3-card tarot spread, and we'll get some more cards for some more significance for each of those as we go. For the sign of Taurus, and this is for the summer solstice of June the 21st, 2019. But it's not time sensitive, guys. You can watch it any time you like, because the best time for a reading is when you're drawn to a reader or when you're drawn to have one, or preferably both. Okay. Excuse me. So, 3 cards, please, for the sign of Taurus in this reading around the summer solstice of June 2019. Card number 1, here we go. 6 of Cups, right. Cups energy, longings, desires. A lot of it's in the mind, but what's in the mind can actually come out and become real. That's the practical reality of the thoughts and feelings that come to us. Okay, we've got White Rabbit here, and we've got Alice, and White Rabbit is offering Alice a cake. White Rabbit looks really pleased about this. Alice, she's not so sure, you know, and she's the sort of child who would really enjoy sweet, nice things like that. So there's some sort of concerns in the background. Up above here, we've got a magical flying elephant, so we are reminded of the spiritual possibilities. And I'm feeling a bit about levitation in that, actually. You know, an elephant flying is symbolic of being able to move mountains, I feel, spiritually. It's absolute magic. Now then, we've also got purple flowers all over this card. And White Rabbit is trying to do Alice a favour here. It's all very friendly. It's all well meant. So I guess Alice has got time, you know. She's got time to think about where does she actually feel she fits in this situation. And, you know, time to think is an important thing. And that actually is an alchemy in itself, friends, because that allows us to lift ourselves above and beyond the everyday in a big way. But I know I'm not seeing the full picture of this yet, so tell me some more about the 6 of Cups in this reading. For the sign of Taurus, June 2019. I'm going to use Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell, Work Your Light, okay? It says inside the box, you are the Oracle, and they mean whoever's having the reading, not me, okay? But I try to be the Oracle, if I can. Right, so more about the 6 of Cups, and what we have is Leap, okay. Let's put the other ones out of the way, and yeah, Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. Yeah, and so what's on offer here is really good, it's really positive, but it's going to take a leap of faith to be really happy to go along with it, okay? But it is the first card in the spread, guys, so it's going to be, it's something that can be sorted out, it's something that's going to be fine, but you know, remember, leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. What that's all about really is that if you actually make the move, you're much more likely to get the support. The energy kind of finds its own moment, and the energy always finds its goal when it's ready to do it, okay? So if you actually start doing things, then you're actually going to draw positive things to yourself, as long as you do it with a positive heart and, you know, good intentions. Of course, that's always the case, because it's when we act for the highest good of all concerned, and only really for the highest good of all concerned, that we make the big difference. I do like that. Earl Grey tea. And I'm having my stainless steel mug this morning, because that's just the mug that's come up. Okay. Right, so I'm shuffling and asking for the second card in this 3-card spread for the sign of Taurus in around the solstice of June 2019. Okay, and the next card out is this one. It's the Knight of Cups. This is a very discerning character. You can see he's kind of someone who loves the good things in life, but he hasn't got himself the fastest horse in the world there. It's looking a little bit lackluster. It's a very beautiful horse, must have been very expensive, and, you know, the Knight of Cups does appreciate these things and understand these things. Now, he can bring a lot of enrichment into your life. Now, different strokes for different folks, as I'm always saying, Taurus. This could apply itself differently to just about anyone. It depends on your situation. But there's masculine energy there. We're still with the cups there. Water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This will be a character around you somewhere who can help lift you, raise your game, as it were, in the direction you want to raise it in. And he's really about making the transition from only kind of just rubbing along with nothing, and actually, you know, trying to appreciate the finer things in life and enjoy the finer things in life. The finer things isn't the best way to talk about it. It makes it kind of sound like it's only for, you know, the best people or something like that. We're all the best people, that's the truth, so I suppose it is. But yeah, he's very, very contemplative. Yeah, this is one of the things about the Knight of Cups. He doesn't get all that much done off his own back. So there will be a lot of effort needed from you along the way, Taurus, when that one comes in. Okay, I'm coughing like mad today. Just have another drink. So, let's go back to work your light and say, tell us more, please, about the Knight of Cups in this reading for the sign of Taurus. A little bit more about the Knight of Cups for Taurus in June 2019. And here we have protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. There it is. And look at that ring of truth, that sort of ring of confidence, you could almost call it, in the sky there. I'm thinking of toothpaste adverts from the 1970s. Don't worry about it. Okay. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So really, you see, this the Knight of Cups here is, as he's so concerned about the finer things in life, he's not really seeing the bigger picture, okay? This could actually be you, Taurus, or it could just be someone who's madly trying to push you in the wrong direction and won't give up, in which case resist it, because you need to hang on to your power. We have personal power because we are sent into this world with a mission that we've all agreed to before we actually come to this world, something that we've signed up to, but we have no kind of understanding to it or access to it while we're actually alive in this life. I have been around when people have done past life readings and past life regressions. I've done that. I've sent someone into a past life regression myself on a course, and I sort of know what it's all about, but you don't always see the whole picture. You don't always see all the lives. There's always some part in the subconscious mind that we don't really know about that's part of our mission on this world. And for that reason, a lot of things very often seem to just fail to make sense or just never have a chance of making sense in the first place. Life gets crazy like that. But there are always reasons for it, okay? And it says soul retrieval there. So, you know, maybe a bit like me. At times, you see, I have to do all this video stuff as well. I love doing these readings, but like the editing and stuff, it's great because it's a means to an end and it gets the message out there. But it's the last thing I really want to do is sit editing video. That just seems like a waste of life to me. And sometimes I want to call back my power and retrieve my soul from that. But I don't want to stop doing it because it is all part of my kind of soul power thing that I sit in. Tricky, it's about finding balance, you know, it really is about finding balance because the two main cups in the reading so far, the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups, the two main cards, water sign energy, and it almost seems to be stuck in that water sign energy. Okay, so we're looking up now to a point in the universe where it kind of doesn't matter what sign you are, really. It's just that this has come up in this reading for Taurus. But the ring of confidence is up in a dark, dark sky there. So as gloomy as things might look, and this is quite a dim picture here as well, isn't it, friends? As gloomy as things might look, it's only when the dark really kicks in that we really appreciate what the light is. So, we will be seeing the true light, I hope. I'm shuffling again for the third card, and it's fallen out on the floor. Let me just retrieve it here and see what it says. And it's the Death card. It's number 13, Taurus. Okay, this doesn't mean anybody's going to die. I always say that again and again and again, because, you know, it says death on it, you know. It just that kind of suggests death, does it not? But it's death of a part of your life, something maybe you've been doing, you know, for good reasons, but which just doesn't serve you anymore. Possibly ending a relationship, possibly preparing to enter a new relationship, because these things are always cycles, Taurus, always, always. And Alice has actually made the effort and blown the candle out in this card. And yet there is still light, you know, turquoise light of truth in the darkness there, of speaking truth. She's drank the drink me thing, she's eaten the eat me thing. So in a sense, she's a red pill girl, I suppose, to borrow the language of a couple of years ago. She's going her own way. But the chances are much stronger that she'll find someone to be happy with on that basis. Okay, because it's when... This comes back to really, it's important to be yourself for the sake of who you are, because of this mission that we all come to the world with. You know, sometimes you got to blow the candle out and move on, even though people think that's just an insane thing to do, because you know that that's the way forward. A lot of my friends at the moment, this is growing pains when you're doing a YouTube channel. I spend a lot of time on it, which, you know, it's fine. I love doing it. You know, got to do something for it for work, and this is what I do. So it's great with me. But my friends are always spending a lot of time on that, and they just kind of don't get that if you keep on working at a thing like YouTube, you get somewhere in the end. Tricky one. I've always been in around sort of leisure and entertainment or churches or something like that. That's always the kind of work I've done. It's always been the kind of thing that people think doesn't really matter. And then they're astonished. They're astonished when it works. But it does, and it's starting to work for me now. Because I blew the candle out on worrying about the past, honestly. And I'm not perfect. I'm not a fine, shining example of all these spiritual virtues. I'm really not. But I did blow out the candle on the things that were holding me back, and it did allow me to move forward. Maybe I'll need to do it again. You know, it's not just one cycle, this life, it's a string of cycles. But I've shuffled and I've asked, tell me some more about the death card, number 13 in this reading for Taurus, and I've got this one. Take a break. Right, so in terms of blowing a candle out, this is really rather positive. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So, the treadmill, really, that's a seasonal thing that we do, isn't it? We just kind of get on a treadmill with something to get as much progress made as we can, really to lift us to a higher goal. But we're being told here, friends, it's going to be time to move on from that very soon, if it isn't already. Different strokes for different folks. The energy applies itself differently every single time. But the images in here are really powerful. Now, if you're watching this in an Eastern country, very welcome, by the way. I love the way we spread out over the world. But because I live in the West, this to me is kind of a scene that I would expect to see maybe India, Arabia, somewhere like that. It's just this building style, really, you know. So it's telling me about travel, about, you know, making a big move off into the Orient, or just, you know, getting out of my comfort zone, really. And this is what's going to happen, because when we blow that candle out, it is like an affirmation that we are actually willing to get out of our comfort zone as well. And this, I feel, will actually be getting us off the treadmill, Taurus. I really do. So let's recap. Okay, lots of positive possibilities here, really, because all these wonderful cakes are like cups that are overflowing. So maybe actually things are rather good at the moment. Who knows? Different strokes for different folks. I hope you're one of the ones that are having a real good time, friends, you know. If not, you'll be having a real good time sometime in the future. You know, it's a cycle. I keep saying it, it's a cycle, because that's what it is. But take that leap, okay? There's kind of dolphin-like figures in this. They're actually people, but they look a bit like dolphins. So to make that leap, to take that big leap of faith, and to actually really get moving, as well as just blowing the candle out, you've actually got to jump and decide that you're actually going to make that leap of faith. I'm not saying don't think about it. I'm not saying do it blindly, shot in the dark, okay? You've got to decide what's best for you, what's the best way to go. But that's where the guidance is pointing at the moment, friends. So I'm going to say don't be afraid to blow that candle out once you've really kind of made the decision, okay? And as you go towards making the decision, I think you'll probably find the decision has at least half made itself already. So maybe that'll be easier than you think. I hope life is good for everyone. Thanks again for watching, guys. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Do subscribe as well, please, and tap that bell so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. I should be in HD this week. Things are going up. Keep it real. Keep it Twig, brother. And I'll be back again soon. Peace.